Talking Shirts is presented in partnership with White Oak Cottage. For more information, visit whiteoakcottage.co.uk. Hello, and welcome to episode 94 of Talking Shirts. I'm Mike from Hull KR Shirts, and today we're going to take a look at this 2007 away shirt. Now, the shirts from 2007 aesthetically are beautiful, especially if you're just looking at the replica shirts, but the plain ones, they're just a nightmare to try and get on this mannequin. Now, the mannequin I've got here, it's not the largest, but it's not the smallest either. But these shirts that was used in 2007 was actually extra large boys' shirts that the playing squad used. Some of them, especially the prop forwards, they might have squeezed into a small, obviously. But these guys, I mean, this guy here, Kirk Netherton, he squeezed into an extra large boys' shirt every time he pulled on this shirt. I mean, it's a nightmare to try and get on the mannequin. The fabric itself, it's so tight, I can't actually nip that fabric. And that's how tight that this shirt is on to this mannequin. But anyway, a little bit more about the shirt itself. So the shirt, as I've said, it's an extra large boys' shirt. What the feature differences are from the play spec shirts to those replicas is we've got some reinforced stitching that goes along the neckline here. And we have also had the collar stitched down. Now this is so that it can't be grabbed in contact. If this was floating around, it would be a bit of fabric that would be easy for a player to cling onto, especially those trying to avoid a high tackle. Ref, I had hold of his collar, obviously makes this a lot harder to get hold of. As I've said, these collars are stitched down. We have got the Lloyd's TSB logos. Those have been heat applied to the shirt. And Lloyd's TSB features quite prominently across the 2007 shirts. As you can see, it has been applied across the front of the shirt as the main shirt sponsor. We have got the Parasol logo, which has also been dye sublimated into the shirt. Carlotti branding has been stitched or embroidered, as has the Hull Kingston Rovers club crest, with Pride of East Hull featuring underneath as well. As we take a look at the side of the shirt, the navy kind of continues, but then we also go into elements of gold as well. So we've got the two-stripe gold coming down the side, and then we have got a gold band that goes all the way around the cuff, as you can see here. Nice, lovely rip. And then we've got this gold detailing, which continues on the front of the shirt here. We have got a Parasol heat applied patch, and then we have an Engage Super League patch, which has also been heat applied to the shirt. This is in quite good condition, considering it will have been worn quite a few times, and as you can tell from the damage under here, it has most certainly seen some form of action. You may find that, as I've said, because these shirts wear extra large boys, that might not have been enough space for Kirk's arms to go in, so they have actually probably had to cut that with a pair of scissors to allow for a little bit of breathability in his arms. As we swing it round to the other side, we have also got the exact same going on over here as well. We have got the Parasol branding, which has been heat applied, and then we have got the Engage Super League patch, again also heat applied, and under here we have got a cut in the exact same place, meaning that the reason for that was probably what I suggested. So before we take a little bit of a look at the back of the shirt, and we'll talk a little bit about Kirk, here is a quick word from our sponsor.
White Oak Cottage is a 2-bedroom luxury holiday cottage set in the stunning Lincolnshire Wolds. It has 2 ensuite bedrooms, a hot tub, wood burner, Wi-Fi, electric vehicle charger, and is pet friendly. It is ideally situated in the Wolds, yet only 15 miles from the coast and 25 miles from the historic city of Lincoln. For more information, visit whiteoakcottage.co.uk.
Welcome back to episode 94 of Talking Shirts. Before the break, we was taking a tour around Kirk Netherton's 2007 away shirt, and here we are now with the back. So as you can see from the back of the shirt, we've got just complete block of navy featuring on the back panel of the shirt. We've got Lloyd's TSB that has been heat applied to the back of the shirt, along with K Netherton and the squad number 27. Now, from where I'm stood, I can't see all of the name Netherton, and I'm not even quite sure if you'll be able to, due to the curvature and the tightness and the smallness of this shirt. I will pop a picture up for you with the shirt laid out flat on its back, so you can actually see the full curvature to the name. The letters that was used during the 2007 season on some shirts is actually smaller than others. You can see here that this is actually the smaller styled number that has been used, and that's probably because of the length of the name and the fact that they had to add in the letter K with a dot, just so that they could actually fit the name across the back of the shirt there. The reason why we have got K Netherton applied to the back of the shirt is because we also had J Netherton, which is Jason Netherton, and Kirk and Jason were cousins. Obviously both sharing the same surname, which then meant that they had to have their first initials applied to the back of the shirt to distinguish the name there. And obviously, squad number 27 was the squad number that Kirk played at during this 2007 season. The 2007 season was Kirk's second at the club. He joined in 2006 and then left in 2008. So he was with us for kind of promotion to the Super League and then staying up in the Super League at the first time of asking for the club, which was obviously a fantastic occasion for everybody involved. Kirk played 27 games for the club during that 3-year spell, and he did score 3 tries. And you can probably tell from those numbers and across the 3 seasons, he wasn't exactly somebody who was featuring week in, week out for the club, but he was obviously somebody who was fairly dependable to be called on when that time came. Kirk also played for Castleford, Widnes, Featherstone and Doncaster as well. So there was a few different clubs that Kirk did play at after his time with the Robins. So yeah, that's been your tour of the 2007 away shirt with a few words there as well about Kirk Netherton. Obviously, I've just tried to do a little bit of research into his career, but because of obviously him being sort of on the fringes of the club, there isn't a great deal amount of detail that I'm able to add from the levels of research that I've done, especially with this coming from my time before I actually started supporting the club. Thank you very much for watching this episode 94. Obviously, we're going to head into 95, 96, 97, obviously all the way up to 100. And I've got some absolutely amazing shirts to bring you within the next 5 episodes as we roll up to that magic number 100. I hope you're enjoying watching these episodes, and I promise you I've got some absolute bangers to bring you next. Thank you very much for watching once again. Check back in another couple of weeks, and I'll be back with episode 95. Bye for now.